You'll see various tools which are used in the blacksmithing process. All the tools are handmade because you can't purchase them anywhere. The smith has to make his own tools. He starts off with a cross-peen hammer. You can see the formation of the cross. This is the face, this is the peen. It's done this way for drawing out metal from the back and also for flattening metal from the front. This is a hot cutting tool. It's used for cutting steel when it's hot. You notice this thin taper of the blade so that you can actually make a really nice thin slice in the steel. This is one of many tools that are used. This is another tool, which is a burnishing tool. It's used in reprise and also in burnishing hot metal. The round edges keep the metal from becoming scarf, so you have a nice smooth formation. This is a traditional blacksmith's anvil. Notice the formation of the two tails. This is the horn, and this is the tail of the anvil. They both have various operations. The horn is used for forming pieces over the edge, as well as a drawing tool. This is a step right here, which is used also in various operations as cutting or straightening short stock. From there you move up to the face. The face of the anvil is a tool steel plate that's hardened so that it doesn't leave marks from forging the hot metal. You notice right here the square hole in the tail is a hardy hole. This is used for holding various tools which the blacksmith needs to use. This is a hardy tool which fits right in the hole and is held securely in the anvil so that you can actually forge the pieces right in here. This is a perchal hole here in the corner, which is also used for holding smaller tools. The general formation of the anvil is to allow it to spring back. If it was a solid block of steel, it would have no spring. Because of its formation, it creates a spring with the tool steel top that allows, when the hammer hits, that it comes back off the anvil.
Working with a striker is two people working on the anvil, and one person uses a heavier hammer and he can deliver a lot harder blow, and this, working together like this, enables you to draw the metal out much quicker.
We're working with a soft coal fire. We have a bright light flame, and I'm wearing dark glasses, and then when we're hammering on the anvil, it's a real noisy ring, so I'm wearing ear protection. And Randy here is wearing a leather apron for spark protection. So we're ready to go here with a stamp. We brush off the scale. We have a line stamp we're putting in here. Then we go with a cross, special made tool to put a cross design in the hot metal. I'm always brushing the scale off the metal to keep it clean. Now I'm going to straighten it. I'm also taking off the corners to give it a softer look. Okay. We're sighting down the bar to check the straightness. So I see there's a little kink in it there. I'll go back to the anvil to take that out. And when we get it straight, we'll go back to the forge for another heat, for another stamp.
Approximately 1915, this gate was built for the front corner of the building, a small arch-top doorway that went into the main conference room of the Samuel Yellen Iron Works. In 1985, the gate was unfortunately stolen, and we've put together a workshop of about 13 talented blacksmiths of varying types of work and talents to reproduce a new gate for this opening. What we have here is a full-scale drawing made from the actual dimensions of the opening and the existing pivots and locking hole for the original gate, and made an exact scale drawing to that size. We revised the design of the gate to accomplish a couple of things. One is to make it a little bit stronger and more secure. The other is to incorporate a memorial plaque to Harvey Z. Yellen, died in 1985, who kept the iron for about approximately 40 years. And this is a memorial plaque which will go in the center of the gate and be mounted across the face, and behind it will be the locking mechanism, and this will be a permanent part of it. The reason we have full-scale drawing is for accuracy and ease of measurement. The steel table that is here, there are fine scribe lines on this table which show the exact location of all the components that are going to be used in the gate. And we have to continually measure and check everything because all these pieces are formed hot and they either stretch or compress to varying degrees. And we check them against the actual dimensions on the table. Since the pieces are most of the time very hot when they bring them over, we can't put them against the drawing or it would burn, so this is why we use a full-scale drawing. Once all the components are finished or near completed, they will be checked and double-checked against the full-scale layout of the table, be fitted together, cold, and make sure everything is adjusted properly. When everything fits properly, we then make all the final finishing jointures and peen the rivets and put the tenons together and make sure everything is fitted properly. Make all the final connections. The gate will then be cleaned and painted and hung in the original opening, and it'll be permanently locked from the inside. So this is a very exciting type of workshop because we have gentlemen from Canada and Colorado and Maryland and Pennsylvania and the New England area and a variety of states around the country. Some of them are full-time blacksmiths who have been in business for a number of years. Some of the fellows work here in the shop permanently and have a varying degree of talents, and this is a learning experience for us to share our knowledge and skills together and help each other expand our horizons in the art of blacksmithing.